Just tell me, introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Edwin Williams. My wife and I, Arlene, started this business about 15 years ago with a brick and mortar store. Before that, we did some selling on ABE. We did that for about 6 years, I guess, until that changed, and then we decided just to keep it on one level like this, and because we can't do two things at once, and we both have other jobs.
Okay.
So we stuck to this.
So this is the sort of upper part of your house?
It is. We had a store
Yeah?
down at Ivy Lee, and then
Ivy Lee is where?
yeah, that's about just about 15 kilometers east of Gananoque.
Okay.
So we had a small spot there until it changed hands after about 3 years, and we had to leave there. And then this house came up, and we thought, good opportunity. We'll just, live down below and open shop above.
Great. And this is exactly where?
We are 3 kilometers west of Mallorytown Landing, which is on the St. Lawrence River between Mallorytown Landing and Rockport, Ontario.
And it's a lovely driveway, right?
Yeah, scenic, Thousand Islands Parkway, probably one of the most scenic drives in Eastern Ontario.
Great.
I'm a little biased.
And so why should the literary tourists come here? Maybe you can repeat that. You should say, it's the literary tourists should come here because...
Oh, I'm asking you that?
No, you're not asking me, I'm asking you, but we're just we're not doing me, we're doing you.
Okay.
So you could say to me, the literary tourists should come here because...
Oh, the literary tourists should come here because it's a nice out-of-the-way place with a beautiful drive, lots steeped in history, and if the bookstore isn't what you want, the scenery is.
What books do you have here?
We have a fairly decent collection of military, Canadian, mostly British. We do a lot of river history, a lot of local history of Ontario, surrounding regions. We have some paperbacks. We have a little bit of everything. We try to mix it up, and we try to find just maybe eclectic things, a little out of the ordinary.
Like what?
Anytime we can find like map making. You don't see that very often, so I'll keep an eye out for that. And I like the beat writers, and it kind of goes back to the bohemian lifestyle, and a lot of it's pretty crude, and it's kind of like the music of the '60s. It's kind of rough but pure. And not that I'm a big, beat reader, or I just think the whole era was quite, I don't know, it's neat. They were on their own. It was a whole change in the '60s, and again, it seemed so raw because you went from everything was so conformed, and then all of a sudden the wheels fell off, and
everything went, right?
and including the music.
Yeah. And so, why'd you get into the business?
I guess because I used to collect. I did collect Canadian military, and then as ABA came out, I realized there was a market for Canadian because the Americans never see it, or the British collectors. So we started buying a lot of Canadian press stuff, and like Wings was one, a Canadian aviation bookseller.
They were a publisher?
Publisher, yeah. Canadian Wings it was called, I think, and they're out of business now. Boston Mills Press, they had good stuff. Anyway, that's what we kind of concentrate on, Canadian regimentals. And we did well for a long time until, the things started changing with ABE, and it became less personal, and we decided that it was time to pack that in.
And you also do framing, and you got quite a few prints here too, right?
We do. We try to pick up interesting prints, 15th or 16th, 17th century, 18th century prints. We mat them. Some we frame, some we don't. We get them all over. Artwork. We try to find local art, maybe older stuff about the area, which there's a lot of artists in the area. Mm-hmm. And river history never seems to go to date. People want to buy cottages or houses on the river. They want to see things that came from the area, period things. So that's what we try to concentrate on.
Okay, fine. What's the best restaurant around here?
The best restaurant is one that doesn't even have a liquor license. It's called Rapid Valley. It's at Ivy, just north of Ivy Lee, and it's a little kind of mom and pop place. Big portions, very reasonable, and the
open
pies
all the time.
And the pies are homemade. So that's Rapid Valley. There are a couple of great restaurants on the river. I think it's a Thousand Islands Club just opened up recently, and I've heard it's very good, but we haven't been.
Great. Thanks for your time.